Heights, New York, off a controversial decision over Rusanov of Bulgaria. Although the points were close, it looked like Bent had certainly won that bout handily, but there was some protest by the Bulgarians which went nowhere. He's going to be in the ring here in the semifinals in the heavyweight category against the Soviet boxer Vladimir Balai. And many good things are expected of Michael Bent, who's just 20 years old, on the rise, bronze medalist of the World Championships this year, Paul.
From Cambria Heights. His father just won $2 million in the lottery back in New York, so he's had a lucky year. He's been fighting well, and he has really looked good in the last 3 or 4 fights we've seen. He's quick, he's got good hands, he moves around well, and he'll have his hands full here with Vladimir Balai from the Soviet Union. He's 23 years old.
He won his first bout by a 5-0 decision. More impressively than the judging went to Bent in his first bout.
Looking on down the highway, if Bent could win tonight, he's favored. He'll be the favorite here tonight. He will meet the Soviet champion Sibiev in the final Saturday night, and that should be fantastic. But he's got to get by this one.
This should be a good one too, as they come out now to touch gloves center of the ring. The referee is from Greece, Vitalis, and he sends the seconds out. Has them away here in the semifinal, the heavyweight division. The loser is short of a bronze, but the winner, the chance to go on for the top prize here in the Goodwill Games. They're starting too early now. They get the go-ahead from the referee. Both that eager to get this bout underway. Bent has quick hands for a big man. He will use that jab to advantage and try to set up something with the right hand. Both very busy early on. Vladimir Balai of the Soviet Union. All the boxers in this competition wearing headgear.
Last Soviet Michael Bent met was Alexander Yuguptin, the champion, and he won.
Then he lost to him again in the quarterfinals of the World Championships. He's got a running battle with him, but Yuguptin is not in this competition. He is
good
injured.
Straight left. Good straight left by Michael. Blocked a couple.
Got a tough Soviet here in Balai to contend with, and right now just trying to solve his style. As you say, he's fought Yuguptin a couple of times. Pretty well knows what to expect from the Soviets, but it can vary with individuals, as Balai slipped the left hand through there to the guard of Bent. Wild with the left hook. Drives the left to the body now. A little over a minute gone in the first round.
Good right by the Soviet.
They appear very well matched. Soviet a little more experienced, a little older, 23 years of age. Fires the left, partially blocked by the right hand of Bent. Here's Bent now lunging out short with the left hand of his own. Two lefts by Bent, but no following right hand.
Oh, good combination.
Yep.
Inside for Bent.
Blocks that shot for the Soviet boxer. About 1:10 left in the first round. Try to become the aggressor is Bent. Force this man back, who stands his ground there and gets off the combination of his own. Bent almost measuring and toying with the left, but finally missing when he gets a chance to throw the right hand. Good left for the Soviet. Balai. And a hook by Bent that staggers in. The left hand got through, and it's an 8 count to the Soviet Balai.
Good left hand by Michael Bent. He got him staggered. Of course, the whistles in the crowd, they don't agree with that, naturally.
It is booing over here. The whistling, and now Michael closing in, trying to get another standing 8 count. 3 in a round would end the bout with just 25 seconds to go in this first round, but Bent off to a good start.
Clearly, Michael Bent here in the first round, especially with that, ooh, look at that good left jab. He's on tonight.
Again, the left. Looking very sharp here. Takes a right, though, from Balai. Flush on the nose. Just 5 seconds to go on the round. Combination. The Soviets scoring again. Bent tried to set him up with the right hand. He gets the left hand at the bell to end round 1. Game's heavyweight semifinal bout, and with much of the damage done in the final minute of round 1, Michael Bent appeared to take that first round from where we sat. He staggered Vladimir Balai for a standing 8 count. Then Paul tried to move in for the kill. He couldn't put him away.
But the Soviet came back in the last 10 seconds and made up some ground. rounds, but I think Michael won a 20-19 round.
Soviet coming on now, but Ben trying to move him back around the ring. This crowd really getting into it here in Moscow. Two big, promising heavyweights in the ring. The more experienced Balai and the up-and-coming youngster from the United States, Michael Bent, who was born in England and moved to the U.S. when he was just 6 years of age. Firing out those two heavy left jabs. The Soviet has his right blocked by Bent.
This was the Americans' #1 hope before these boxing championships began, Michael Bent.
He's an outstanding prospect. Midterm here with the Olympics coming up 2 years from now. You can imagine how he may develop, and he's getting a severe test tonight against Vladimir Balai, but took the edge over him in round 1.
He's got Balai's nose swelling, a little blood trickling down from it.
We saw Balai come back, as you noted, late in that round. There's the hook thrown. His Bent had slipped. It was off balance, so he drives to right. Michael getting the guard up just in time. He gets a shot up at his own with the right hand. And the left hand coming around. The nose of the Soviet boxer very red, as you have noted. Midway in the second round. Up for grabs here, the heavyweight semifinal. Heavy blows coming down now, Paul Horning.
And Bent connected the last 3 or 4 right flush on the button. Good combinations by Michael.
That's the secret. Don't get off 1, get off 2, 3, or 4. He's done that repeatedly in this round. Now a minute left of the second round.
Good match.
Outstanding. Michael coming up short with the right hand, fires the jab out, drives him away once again. The American team cheering on Michael Bent here at ringside in Moscow at the Olympic Sports Complex. Gaining momentum, it appears, with now less than 40 seconds to go on the round. The Soviet, cautioned by the referee, who is from Greece, for a second time.
That right was blocked by Bent.
His good defensive skill. Balai has had difficulty penetrating it. There's a good left by Michael Bent of the United States. The left jab scores again. All good scoring blows to Vladimir Balai of the Soviet Union. Good right by the Soviet, but a corresponding counter punch by Bent was on the money too. Jab, jab, right hand thrown by Bent. Soviet has the right to the midsection, left is blocked. There's a good shot from the Soviet boxer. He turns it on late in the round. Coming after him now. There's the bell to end round 2. Michael Bent of the United States, who's pursuing a degree in computer science into the sweet science of boxing in the amateur world here at the Goodwill Games. Big third round against Vladimir Balai coming up, and he would have a slight edge, Mr. Bent, at this stage, I would think, Paul Horning.
I think so, too, but Balai had a very good second round. I think it's going to be decided here. And one thing, Michael Bent...
Oh, he got rocked him there. Rocked him there. The Soviet now with a good, solid shot coming after him. There's the left. It is a slugfest in round 3 in Moscow.
He's taking it to Michael right now, and if Michael's going to let the judges decide it's going to be that close, it's going to be tough.
Balai has taken one standing count, but it's very, very tough now. You see blood from the mouth of Bent. He really nailed him about 15, 20 seconds ago, the Soviet did. Brings the hook up. It is caution there for hitting late and back of the head. Just 45 seconds gone on the round. These two bruising heavyweights going at it.
If anything, there's a weakness in Michael Bent in international competition. He's a good pro-style fighter. He doesn't stay busy enough and score as much. Here comes the Russian. He's got him in the rope.
He hurt him. He hurt him. Bent gets a standing 8 count. The tide is shifting in the third round in the Soviets' favor with a big first minute, 15 seconds. He is all over Bent. He has hurt him again, Paul. There's a second caution. Almost, I thought, a second standing 8 count.
It's going to be, and comes right back with the right.
They should have called a standing 8 count right there, I think. Conceivably there, they could have done it too. Bent has been stung here midway in the third round.
Now
he's barely hanging on. Balai is swinging it away. He has turned the tide, beginning with a final burst of the last 10 seconds of round 2 and launching from the pad here early in the third round.
So Balai took a standing 8 count in the first round and completely reversed that trend.
And this round could be big enough for him to get over any hump that he might have to, having trailed after 2 rounds, I suspect. He wants to check the nose and the mouth, the referee from Greece does, with Bent stopping the clock with 1:04 left and giving him some valuable time. Michael could use that break, oddly enough. But he has slowed appreciably from the assault of the Soviet early in this round. Still game, though, still coming on, but it's an uphill battle now for him.
Places loving it as the Russian pours it on Michael.
Many on their feet here in Moscow in this third round as their man has turned this bout around. 30 seconds to go. Bent had it all his own way for 2 rounds, certainly in the second. And now cocked about keeping the gloves up as it will continue. But Vladimir Balai with a lot of heart came out and turned it around early in round 3, and it's been his way ever since. The jab by Michael has been about all we've seen the last couple of minutes. It will go down to the final seconds of round 2 and down to the decision by the ringside judges. Crowd anxiously awaiting it. Yes, Vladimir Balai, 4-1 decision. That fight that got away from Michael Bent in the third round.
4-1. 4 judges felt that the Soviet won it. 1 for Michael Bent.
And he leaves a shocked young man here out of the competition with a bronze medal he'll settle for in the Goodwill Games.